Hello, everyone. It's me, your girl, Nullified Sims. Welcome to the Void. So, I tried recording this like 3 times already, which is kind of funny because the first time I thought that I was recording and I wasn't. So, there's that. And then the second time, my brother interrupted me, so I had to start over, and I still wasn't recording. So, yeah. Third time, I'm hoping is the charm where this is recording because I see the microphone and the microphone is working. Hopefully, everything is aligned and we can get this, you know, work out and whatever. For someone as young as I should be as tech savvy, but I'm not. I'm just not. Um, anyway, so this is a new video that I'm doing on my channel, or a new type of series. Well, it's not really a series, just other people are doing it. If you don't know, this is a current household video that I'm doing. Usually I don't do current household videos. I do cast videos, or I do let's plays, which aren't that great, and I heard let's plays were getting tiresome and they were dying out, but I'm still do the let's plays anyway because I like doing let's plays and they're fun. So yeah. If you guys hear any noise in the background, sorry about that. I'm by a window and I live on like the main highway, so there's a ton of cars going back and forth, and people like to play their music loud as hell. I mean, I do too, but like not on the main highway, like on like a freeway or something, where you can't really hear anything. um, yeah. So anyway, so I've been playing this current household for a very long time. It's actually part of a rotational gameplay that I'm doing with like four or wait, 4 or 5 other families. I'm not sure. This is founding. Well, she's not the founding person, but this is one of the founding. She's probably one of the founding families that I'm doing for this rotational gameplay, and it's pretty fun actually. But let me introduce you to her. Okay, so this is Jada Norwood. She is part of a two-part family with her and her grandma. Her grandma's name is Raina, Rhen, Raina. Yeah, Raina Norwood. And for the longest time, it's just been her and her grandmother. Jada's mom died in a tragic accident, so it's just been her and her grandmother. Their grandfather passed away a long, long time ago, and so it's just her and her grandmother for right now. When I first started them, it was her grandmother and Jada was a teenager, I believe. And the backstory for them was that her grandmother is actually very mean spirited. She likes picking on kids. She likes picking on adults. She likes picking on anybody. She's scarier than the scary boogeyman you ever know. But she loves to bake. And she's very religious. And so with her being very religious, it trickled down to Jada, and her and Jada went to the local church in this was in Brenton Bay. Yes, when I started them, they were in Brenton Bay because that's like my favorite world because it's so pretty. So yeah, so they went to the local church in Brenton Bay, and this is where Jada grew up. Yeah, her and her mother, I mean, her and her grandmother, they grew up in Barrington Bay with the local church. So, from what I was kind of gather from this world is that it was pretty small town, pretty close knit. Everybody knew everybody's business, all that junk and whatever. But yeah. So for the backstory with them is that this is gonna get a bit raunchy and a bit controversial because that's how I like playing my game. It's fun to be a bit controversial and a bit like what the fuck, in your game because just because I play it doesn't mean I support it. But yeah. So anyway, let me tell you all the juicy details. Hold on. So it was around Jada's, I don't know, like 16th birthday, whatever. And they were having a party. Her grandmother let her have a party with some of her close friends. And so, the only people she really knew were the people from the church. So, because those who she pretty much grew up with. So she and her grandmother invited her friends and the pastor's family and everyone who she knew to her house. They live on a farm. Her and her grandmother live on a farm. Her grandmother and her take care of the crops and the chickens. And Jada does a lot of woodworking. That's one of her passions. She sells it on Plopsy. And that's how they make their money between her grandmother's baking goods and selling them to like the local people and selling the crops to local people, selling eggs from the chicken to local people, and Jada with her woodworking. And she did have a part-time job as a babysitter before she went off to college. We'll get that into later detail. But um, let's get off of this right now. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more about Jada, what she does. This is I'll tell you more about her because I think she's in college right now. This is her last semester, I believe, and this is the last day of classes. And Jada is a pretty athletic sim. I don't know where's her personality at. I don't know what's her personality at. Okay. She loves the outdoors, like I said, because her and her grandmother did a lot of outdoor stuff with the chickens and the crops, stuff like that. She's really active, but she's also a very jealous sim. She, I guess because she didn't have a lot growing up, like it was just her by herself. Besides her, she didn't have any siblings, so when stuff don't go her way, she gets, I don't know, pretty annoyed and she gets jealous about certain things that I'll let you guys know about later. She's a Virgo. This is a custom trait. She doesn't want to be pregnant right now. Thank God. And from when she was a teenager, she was in the range for good manners and this is what she got because she's very polite. She's a very polite person. She had to be with the way her grandma raised her. She's a hero. She's very responsible. Like I said, she's a quick learner, all that good stuff. So, right now she has the toilet rent. I'm not sure what that's from, but yeah. Okay, let me get her to do something while I tell her your back. Because her final exam starts. Oh, crap. Her final exam starts at 9:30. So, and she's also part of the soccer team here at, what school is this? Brightchester? Foxbury. She's at Foxbury right now. She wants to become a teacher. So, she had to go to college for that. Okay. Let me get her to do something real quick and then and then I'll finish the story. Hello? Why won't it let me click on anything? Hello? So weird. This is such. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Her so her final exam starts in an hour. Okay. So while she's having the bubble guts and she feels pretty. Look at her run. And she feels pretty look at her throw. Oh, she threw up. Oh, she's so worried she threw up. Oh, girl. Girl. You gotta clean this up. Flush and then clean. And then clean this up. And then we can change you into some clothes before you go to school. Before you go to your class. Oh, poor girl. I have never been so nervous that I had to throw up. Like, ever. Like, any situation for that. Never had to do that. But, yeah. Let's change into this because it's Monday. Okay. So, like I was saying, on her 16th birthday party, she invited everyone she knew from the church and a couple of friends from her school that she met and made friends with. And, yeah. So, from how the story goes, if you let Jada tell it, she got propositioned by the pastor to do a little stuff for some freaky little change. That's not how it happened. I'm joking. But no, she and the pastor are having an affair. No. Um like I said, it's a bit raunchy. It's a bit like, girl, what the heck, you know? But yeah, so her and the pastor having an affair. Nobody knows it. The pastor is married. And yeah. So every time they go to church, him and Jada, they do a little flirty eye contact and whatever while he's preaching the sermon about being good people and all this other stuff. And the gag is the gag is that the pastor has a son and a daughter and no, a son and two daughters. And his wife. His wife is like head over heels in love with him. She thinks he's like the best person ever to ever grace this planet. And yeah. So, but the gag is that the son, whose name is Antonio. Let me see if I can show you. Okay. Okay. This is Antonio Vickers. What is it? No, she's busy. This is Antonio Vickers. As you can see, they have a tremendous love bar. They're soulmates. And this is the pastor Atticus. This is the pastor Atticus, and this is his wife Anna, and this is their daughter Anna Marie Vickers, and they have another, but I don't think she knows her. But they have another child called Anna Nicole. Yeah, Anna Nicole, and yeah, so her and the pastor Atticus have been having an affair for literal years. Nobody knows. Everyone, like, they try to put it as discreetly as possible, and to keep all that under wraps. Why she comes over his house so much is because of Antonio. Because Antonio has this humongous crush on her. He thinks she's like the most beautiful person in the world to him. I think she only finds him attractive or something like that. I can't show it to you right now because she's off to school. But I'm pretty sure she finds him like really attractive or extremely attractive, something like that. I don't remember. Or it might be basic. I don't remember. I just know that she really, really likes him too. But she really is in love with the pastor. Like, she also thinks that he's just this holy man and that his wife is just so so mischievous and so like has his clutches in him and he can't really go anywhere, and it's all due to his wife, and she really wanted to be with her. You know how crazy, stupidly teenagers' love can be, how foolish it and, rose colored glasses a teenage love can be, and all that other stuff. Like, she was really possessive over him, really possessive, really jealous, like I said, with her trait. She was really jealous because of the relationship they had, and that the fact that she couldn't be open with him in a relationship because it was frowned upon, and her grandmother would probably kick her out and disown her because why are you messing with this holy man? Why are you doing the things that you're doing knowing, look at him, look at him, look. You want to get no, she's busy. Yeah, but like I was saying, um like, why are you messing with this holy man? Why are you doing, look at this bald headed running down the street. Oh, I know who that was. Bald headed running down the street. Anyway, like I was saying, um she her grandmother would probably cuss her out. She would probably do so many mean things to her and all this other crap. And so, to keep everything on the down low, she doesn't tell anybody, and nobody knows. It's just her and the pastor. And her and the pastor have they've been on a ton of trips together. Actually, I think they've been on two trips. They've been on two trips, and both of the trips were sponsored by the church because the pastor doesn't have a lot of money. His wife brings in most of the money because she's actually a protester, or um, she's actually a protester for something else that's a bit controversial. But yeah. So back to Jada. Um, Yeah, so her and the pastor have been on a couple of trips that's sponsored by the church. Nobody knows. They think it's going into a new church to get new stuff and to, better all overall their church and whatever. But they don't know is that the pastor was taking her to Salvadorado or Salvadorada. He was taking her on trips to like Sulani, them. I remember one time it was like a family trip, and because her and Antonio were so close, Antonio invited her on the trip thinking they could bond and get to know each other, more, and they could spend time together, because I think he asked her to be his girlfriend or whatever, and she said yes, keep up the little facade of her, being, in love with him or whatever. And so she went. And so, but Antonio also noticed that she was pretty much absent. She was very much not there a lot of the times. And I don't think that he put two and two together that if she was absent, so was his dad. So I remember one time that they, like, her, like, the wife, Antonio, and the two sisters were out on the beach playing, and Jada and the pastor, they had went to go woo somewhere behind some bushes or something, and it was so raunchy. I was like, these poor people, these poor people. But anyway, yeah, it was really bad, and so yeah, so okay. So they went on these trips and everything, and the wife was kind of being a bit suspicious. So she was like, "Why are you going places?" Oh, I forgot to tell you that. I forgot to tell you. It was like every couple of days they would go to like this motel or whatever, and they would spend the night together at this motel. Jada would sneak out. She would sneak out and visit and go to the hotel after her grandmother would sleep, because her grandmother has really bad insomnia, so she takes these really heavy like sleeping pills and whatever to make sure she goes to sleep. And Jada takes advantage of that, and she would go to the motel with Atticus, and they would do what they had to do. And this happened like, I don't know, like maybe once or twice a week or whatever. And when he would come home, it would be either really late or it'd be really early in the morning, around like 7 o'clock in the morning. And his wife was really suspicious about that. She was like, "What are you doing that would take you so long to do as a pastor inside of a church? Like, you're not working as like a lawyer or anything." Oh, I have a last obsession. I don't know what for. And she was like really suspicious of that and whatever, but he would always play it off like, I just fell asleep. I had to take care of these other people. The world's full of sin and sinners and yada yada yada. And he would like really play it off, and because she's the wife was so in love with him, she never really like was like, "Oh, okay, you're not cheating on me or whatever." And so just let it go. It wasn't until their last trip where they went to like Salvador. I don't know if I still have the pictures. I don't know if she still has the pictures. Hold on, let me see. She's still so gassy. She is still so gassy. Okay, let me see. Oh, I think this is one of the pictures where they went. Oh, this is one of the pictures where they went to Sulani inside of the motel, and they were taking pictures or whatever. But Jada isn't foolish enough to like post them on like some Instagram or anything like that. She's not gonna post their business and have him, chastised by the church and whatever. But let's see, what's this one? She does love him a lot, and well, she does love him a lot. He was like her first love or whatever, and she really cherished him. You know, yeah. So that's them being naughty and very simple. And let me see if I have a picture of her in the right. So this is a picture. Well, you can't really tell this is a picture of her and Antonio, but it is. And child, I can't believe I made this storyline. And I think that's all the pictures I have of them too. Yeah, I think the rest of them are with her friends and her 18th birthday or whatever. And so, yeah, so that was them. And so it wasn't until they went to the last trip in South Dorado that they thought maybe we should end this. She was like, my wife is getting really suspicious. I can't keep going on. I can't keep doing this. So blah blah blah. But you're about to go off to college. You're about to go to Foxbury and live your life. You're gonna be gone for so many years. And blah blah this and blah blah blah. He was coming up with all these storylines, or I mean excuses of why they shouldn't be together. And Jade was like really heartbroken over it because she didn't want to give him up or whatever. Like he really took advantage of her and her little innocence or whatever. And her, and the fact that she doesn't really have anybody besides her grandmother. He really took advantage of that. He really preyed on this girl. And yeah, it's really, really bad. I can't believe I can have the storyline, but it's so juicy. Anyway, um, so he really came up with, so he really trashed her out, and so Jada was like, "Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna be gone off all by myself, and I won't really have time to come back and visit you and all this other stuff." Because her grandmother had her on a really, really tight leash. Like she couldn't do anything besides go home, tend to the crops, tend to the chickens, just do what she was supposed to do. Like all she could do was work. And the only thing she really had was her woodworking stuff that would, make her feel like she had owned it something. And what's going on? She has so many mootlets right now. This holiday. Oh, okay. Let's see. I don't know when we're gonna find out her grades. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to do this too. We're gonna have to cheat that because I don't know what happened. Like I moved her, and presentation board disappeared. So that's not my fault because I actually did it. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah. So anyway, wasn't so after they got back to after they got back from Bill after they got back from South Dorado to Bennington Bay, they decided to go their separate ways. And although they do still keep in contact, when she was in her first semester, they still kept in contact. And she was still sending pictures and sending I love yous and asking how his day was and all that other stuff. And yeah. Um, but see, look at this. Antonio Vickers trying to go out. You're trying to check her to Chipotle. Why didn't you ask me to do this before I ate? Should I go? I don't think she has anything. Oh wait, she has soccer practice at 6. Well, maybe not because we'll see what we're gonna do after this. Hold on. But yeah, okay. Um, I'll have her watch TV or something. Watch a movie. Make your watch Goblin or something. Get your mind off the bubble guts and the refrigerator smell. And okay. So, she does not. She is not having it. She is so uncomfortable. I think she's on her period too. Yeah, she is on her period. Okay. Yeah, so it wasn't until that I got back from Salvador that they went their separate ways. She still kept in contact before she had to leave and all this other stuff. Before she went off to Foxbury, she had her birthday party, and I don't remember if he gave her anything. I don't remember if he gave her anything for her birthday party. Yeah, I don't think he gave her anything for her birthday. And she was like really heartbroken over it because she was like, dang, I know we said we're running our separate ways, but at least you could have gave me something. But her boyfriend, Antonio, I say boyfriend in air quotes because like she really doesn't really like she cares about him, but she doesn't care enough about him to like stop seeing his father behind his back. So yeah. So I think Antonio and her friends were the only ones that gave her something. And before she could actually go and see Atticus, she had to go off to school. And so while she's been in school, she's been doing her thing. She's been, being a free bird because her grandmother didn't let her do jack anything. And so she's been out partying. Um, she's been out partying. Her party person was Sophia Bergerson. She was part of the not City Living, but Get Together Let's Play. She oops, let me see. Open sim profile. Her They were pretty good friends when she was in college, her and Sophia. But Sophia has graduated and now she lives with her girlfriend in Oasis Springs. So, do you know the funny thing that happened was that the grandmother had introduced her to Sophia because she thought her and Sophia and her family also go to the same church, and her grandmother had thought that Sophia was going to be like the not wild child, that she was going to keep Jada on straight and narrow pathway and that they were going to be friends because Sophia was so quiet. But lo and behold, girl, Sophia was a troublemaker. Sophia does drugs, she does partying, she's a lesbian. She not even though that's a troublemaking type of thing, but for their small town community, that's pretty, like very religious. Her being any type of thing that's not straight is going against the code for some reason, and so yeah, her grandmother doesn't know this about Sophia. She has no idea that Sophia is pretty much a clubber. She does drugs. She's just all around out there. She doesn't care. She dresses pretty seductively. She does not give a crap. Her grandmother doesn't know that though because Sophia never goes to her house. Um, uh, So her grandma just thinks Sophia is like this angel. But her and Sophia were roommates and they would have parties like all the time. Jada would end up making out with someone crazy and, woohooing. And she got a couple STDs or WTDs in the process. And she had to clear that up real quick, child. Wolfgang Munch was one of her friends in school too, and he turned out to be a drug dealer, and he's really in love with Jada, and he sent her some money off to college because her and her grandmother, are poor. They live on a farm. They don't have that much money, obviously, and she knew that he had a crush on her, and so she gave him something that he's been wanting for a really long time. He's been dreaming about wet dreams and all that other stuff. And yeah, so he sent her off to college. He's been paying her tuition and everything. Listen, is Jada is something. Look at her, happy as hell. But she's supposed to be like this super nice church girl who doesn't do anything. Oh my god, look at her. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at her grades. Perfect. A plus, A, B plus, A. Nice. And her term average is an A minus. That's okay. Okay, let me save this. Save as. Mm-mm. And then we're gonna have to move her out and go somewhere else. But before that, I'm gonna show you the backstory because it's a lot more. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, her and Wolfgang, they did their due. He sent her off to college. He was paying her tuition before she just graduated. And while she was doing that, Jada was out partying and, just living life as a girl who had to be restricted most of her life. She went buck wild, as of course they do. And yeah, so, oh crap. Pregnancy test. I forgot. I forgot. So, Ken from last night, she had went drinking because it was like a Saturday or something, and her team had won the soccer match, and so her and her teammates went out. She met Ken. She got drunk. He had some booze, and I hope this girl's not pregnant. I'm gonna be super mad if she is. I'm gonna be so mad because I thought we used condoms. I'm gonna be so mad. And yeah, listen, she's been going buck wild and everything, but it wasn't until recently that she got some very shell shocking news. Some very like, what the freak? My whole life is over. What's going on? Type of news. It has nothing to do with her grandmother. Her grandmother's in really good standing. Like her grandma's doing fine. It was with the pastor. It was about the pastor. Let's see. So her boyfriend Antonio, oh thank God. I'm so happy she's not. Her boyfriend Antonio, he comes to visit her every now and then when he can because Antonio is it's a whole nother story with Antonio. When I get to their family's a whole mess too. But yeah. But but he comes to visit her and everything, and he tells her all about his life and what's going on, and he's trying to pursue a modeling career, and he's telling her about that. And yeah, so he lets it slip that his father is in jail. And Jada trying to play it off is like, what the heck? Why is he in jail? What did he do? He's a whole pastor. He doesn't do anything. Like, he's supposed to be like this very holy man, and whatever. And he does 30 and a 30 limit, when he's driving. And yeah. So she was like, well, what could he have done? And he was like, you won't believe it. He was caught with a teenage girl. And she was like, wait, what? Yeah, he was caught with his teenage girl inside of a motel. They had ended up, doing the woohoos, and her father had caught them, and they had got into an altercation. The father beat him up. Someone called the cops, and now they're both in jail. And Jada is like, all she heard was that he was woohooing with someone else. She didn't even hear about the fact that he's, like seriously in some serious trouble. He's in there for like statutory rape. Like, hello? And she was really mad that he was caught with someone else, that he had, that he was just supposed to be in love with her. It hadn't been that, long since they broken up, even though she's out partying and, wooing with everybody else that she can. And they decided to take a break. She always thought that maybe when she came back that they would, pick back up from where they started and whatever. But as you can see, they did not. And where is she going? Oh, her grandmother's here. This is Rena. Oh, they're out to go play kicky ball. Oh, he's showing her how. Aw, how cute. Yeah, invite your grandmother in. Invite your grandmother in. Stop kicking the ball. Yeah, but this is her grandmother. This is Rena. Yeah, Rena. Oh they're both okay. I'll let them do that. I'll let them do that. Never mind. Okay, they can play the ball. Oh wait, no. Well, she is kind of old, so I don't think they can die from playing soccer ball. I don't think they can. Okay, yeah, I'll just let them continue to do that, even though it's like pretty dark outside and Rena's really should be getting home. But it is what it is. So yeah. Anyway, back to the story. She found out about Atticus cheating on her, even though they were having an affair this entire time, and she's literally the other woman for like both the son and the dad. But it is what it is. And so yeah, she's like super angry about it. She's like really, it's like, how could he do this to me? I thought we had something special, yada yada yada. She doesn't even care that he's literally in jail for statutory rape. Like, hello? Like, what's not clicking here, child? And she doesn't think that he abused her. Well, not well, like, well, I guess it is sort of an abuse. She doesn't think that he like took advantage of her, whatever, anything like that. She just thought they were in love. People fall in love all the time. What does it matter about age? Everyone loves everyone. Lo and behold, like he's literally pushing 40 and you're not even like at the time you weren't even 18. Like, girl, hello? But yeah. So like I said, the storyline is really raunchy. I don't support this in like any way at all. I just, was like, how can I spice my gameplay up? And I know going straight to like statutory rape is probably not the best idea to do, but I was bored. And well, I don't. That's not an excuse, but it was like I was watching a lot in Order SVU, and I was like, oh, maybe I could add that to my game somehow. And yeah, so there's that. Where is she? She took out the trash. Yeah. So let's see. It's 9 o'clock at night. She needs to go take a shower. I hope streamer mode is on. I hope streamer mode is on. But yeah, so she just found out some really bad news about her boo thing. As you can see, oh yeah, okay, it is on. So Attic, like their friendship level is down right now, but the romance is still there. She's been sending him all type of messages that he's not getting because he's in jail. They took his phone, so he's not getting everything. But she's like right mad at him about everything, and she wants to go visit him in the jailhouse, but she hasn't really had the time because, like I said, she had a full schedule. She had 4 classes plus she was playing soccer, and she just didn't have the time. So yeah, then I'm put her to sleep. Yeah, she's getting ready. So that's about it for her backstory. It's been really, really long. And it's a pretty long backstory because I've been playing them for like a really long time. And a whole bunch of stuff has happened that I haven't even gotten into with the other families. So, yeah. But, it's pretty funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like really like out there, and I really want to try it because I was like, I'm tired of playing it safe. Let's do something else, you know? So nobody knows about it. She's been playing it off like it doesn't bother her because it's not supposed to bother her why he got, like it's not supposed to bother like it's supposed to bother her that he was caught with the teenager, but it's not supposed to bother her on like a romantic level. Like she's not supposed to be like, why is my man doing this and that? It's supposed to be like, ill, why would he even do that? Like what does he see? And then like a teenager's like he's damn near 40. Like find someone your own age, you know? But she's had what the hell are they doing over there? What is going on? Sorry, were you lost? Hello? Anyway, anyway, so look, look at her dreaming about the cop car. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. In the cop car, girl. Girl, girl, girl. Kind of mess you done got yourself into. But yeah, um, that's pretty much it for Jada as of right now. She just finished college. She has an A term. She was getting a degree in psychology. Her graduation's tomorrow. I don't know if I should still play through tomorrow or not. I probably, I don't know if I will. I might. So, since I told you her backstory, I'm gonna pick it back up when she goes off to call. When she goes, well, actually, I don't know what's going on in my game, but like, I don't know if it was the house I was in or if it's the graduation ceremony, but like, every time I come back to the save file, my game's corrupted. And it happened both the times that I sent my sim off to college and then graduated, I come back and it was corrupted. So I'm not really sure if like the graduation thing is like, buggy or whatever, but I won't be sending her there. So I guess I'll just end it here while she's sleeping and everything. And yeah. So tell me what you think about this crazy behind story that I came up with. And I'm pretty sure I forgot some things because it's been like such a long time since everything happened. And I think the next time I do a household, well, a current household, I'll do the Vickers because their family is really messed up. Like really messed up, child. Really, really messed up. And yeah, so that's it for this video. Remember to keep a peaceful heart and a peaceful mind, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.